Hosted 10 Super Bowls. Here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The left side completion to Jones. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Escaping the pressure right. And some room to work. And he slides to avoid the hit. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot! Hot!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! Leopard! Leopard!
This is Thomas, and he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now Thomas, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over, over. Over, over. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
We'll see what his offense can do. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed. Over.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Back to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Gone! Set! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit!
Back to throw now on second and 10. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone!
Out of the gun now on third down. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Ndamukong Suh, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. From the gun, it's Wilson. Caught. It's Cruz, left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. To throw on third down, Wilson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They run with Thomas. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. DeAnthony Thomas, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
19.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to...
This is caught inside the 15. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 67 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, show him a shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Yeah, and that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On the ground, it's Thomas. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hut. Watch it now, Barney.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll set up a throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed.
Super toe.
On second down, Wilson. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He finds Beckham complete. 15 yards through the air on a first down.
Detroit!
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Hey. You got three. Three down. Watch him now, Barney. Gun!
On second down, Scott. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Wide open receiver complete. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback, so I'll get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Packers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
And this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Lucky 56.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Power. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And they'll go on the ground. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 16 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. So we've come to half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Returnable for Thomas. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Detroit!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here. Drops it underneath to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I've got to give it up for him right there. Stared down the barrel of the blitz. Acted as his own blitz control. Knew he would take the hit and dumped it off, and they pick up a first down.
That's what the safety valve's there for, right?
That's exactly what he's there for, although most quarterbacks will tell you, I wouldn't mind actually having him in to protect so I don't get hit as often, but sometimes you just have to step up and make a play.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Watch him now, Barney.
And they'll run it here. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now a handoff looking right. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Check. Patriot! Detroit! Gone!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I know a retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
On first down, Scott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 1, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now after the loss, they come up 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The Packers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Now whistles
Green,
here,
39.
flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone!
Looking to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park, and the Falcons sort of opening things up there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. The Packers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 15. Back now here live in New Orleans. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Lucky 56.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go now.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use it more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught. Take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Escaping the pressure right. Diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. First man through. It's the fullback Juszczyk. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
All right, here we go.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Right back to him on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Leopard! Leopard! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hot!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over. Hot.
On 3rd down, that's Thomas, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No 1st down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
A road win. And no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Green Bay, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.